the hell? Okay. I'm back somehow. I don't know what happened. Start talking about Imperial Fists, and next thing you know, I get kicked off. That's grandfather's not pleased. I was I was betraying him. Sorry, grandfather. Please forgive me. Alright, well, we'll see how long this lasts for. See if I get kicked off again. I had a watcher even. I had someone watching. It was kind of crazy. Anyways. Let's switch back over to split screen. Look at these. Look at some of these specials, right? So that's what I was interested in. And actually, so like these flesh feeders, cool. Most of these are regular starter packs, right? It's the same normal starter pack, whatever. What I found though that I thought was most interesting is, let's scroll down, get past through some of these. Sorry, Age of Sigmar people, I have no idea what you're dealing with there. I don't know what. I don't play that game. I have hundreds of skeletons, of skeletons that I inherited, but I just have never done anything with them, so I don't know anything about it. But here, look. So this is the ones that I started thinking was pretty nifty. I hadn't seen these before. I mean, you want to talk about some pretty wicked environments and stuff like that. There's a lot of bundles that they're putting out there, right? A lot of pipes and shit. If you're willing to spend a couple $100, you know, this is a lot of shit. I don't know how cost effective. I haven't looked it up. I don't know how cost effective it is. Maybe someone else has probably done the math, but these little bundles I think are pretty wicked. You know, you got 2 little trolleys, trains, all that fun stuff. The ones I was interested in, most importantly, I'm not seeing. But I hesitate to say anything, though, because grandfather kicked me off a second ago when I was talking about him. But check this bad mother out. Now, I don't know. Was this here before? I don't remember this being here before. It proves this site a lot, but I don't remember this. You know. Oh, this is Age of Sigmar, so it probably was there, and I just never noticed it. They should. Why are they mixing Age of Sigmar? I don't play that game. Anyways, look. So there's some really nice little bundles. Where's the Imperial Fist, bruh? Oh, don't make me go get the gift guide to show you. What? So, what? Oh, that's what I get for not looking. So there's an Imperial Fist Primaris starter guide. Crap, I don't have my Christmas guide right in front of me. So, go to your GW, your shop, right, and get one of those guides. And if you look, there's a freaking Imperial Fist Primaris starter chapter with like Primaris chassis, right? Why it's not on the website, I have no idea. It's kind of pissing me off, making me look bad, but that's all right. It's my first one. Please forgive me. I don't know what I'm doing. I got my one watcher back. So, yeah, sorry, person who's watching. I thought this was going to be like way better, but it doesn't have the things that I wanted to talk about. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a little confused and upset at the moment. Shit. Oh well. And there's nothing on the Yeah, no fists. Crimson Fist. They love them some Crimson Fist. But only this guy for Imperial Fist. Shoot. Anyways, check out your guide. There's a Imperial Fist thing I thought was pretty nifty. The other thing that I thought was pretty interesting. Let's see if they have it. New and exclusives. New and exclusives, fool. Okay. Where is it? They have a thing for painters or whatever. There we go. Okay, so check this out. Look. See these bundles? Right? So I think I priced these earlier today, and it was like $18 for one of these handles. But if you look on the website, it's let's see. Yeah, so you got 18, 12 plus 8. So it doesn't save you a heck of a lot of money, but you can get all 3 of those handles, which the big one I'm actually really interested in, because some of the, like, when you're looking at like the Mechanicus, like the guy with the gun and he has the tripod, that works pretty well. My buddy actually busted his guy the other day trying to jam it into one of the little ones. I also thought the little army things are pretty nifty. You know, and also, more than anything, I thought that was really interesting was it really seemed to not jack up the model, right? So I got the magnifying glass with the 2 little clampy arms, and that'll jack a model up because it just grabs on way too hard. But if you look, it seems to be working pretty good. There's a guy at the GW shop the other day that was using it. That was pretty nifty. I thought it was pretty cool. He was using it to hold shit together so that he didn't have to. So it's kind of a lazy man's tool, but it's still pretty good. I pointed out that the little clampies would be ideal for nipples, you know, clamps, right? But he didn't like that idea. I told him that if he just put it on his nipples, then I'd just pull on it for him. Apparently, saying that to a stranger isn't the most cohesive, let alone a antisocial gamer. You know, he didn't think I was that funny. The other thing, though, so there's some guys getting excited about these little grooves in the cups, and that's supposed to be like to help with the brush, right? And I tried it at the shop, and I don't know, maybe I'm using it wrong, because I didn't really feel like it gave that great of a point. You know, that's usually why people are, you know, licking their brush, right? And so that would eliminate a lot of paint intake. Some of these fools probably got pounds of the stuff in their body by now. But yeah, I don't know. And there's these little grooves down at the bottom, and I'm wondering if that's to rub against, you know, kind of to flap it against and kind of work the bristles and stuff like that. I don't know. It's pretty big. It does keep you from drinking your brush water, which I have not done. However, I do have a friend that did do that because it looked like what he was drinking and wasn't paying attention. So the cup's kind of an interesting idea. There was some other in the gift guide. See, I don't know if this was new. So basically, it's just a basing kit, but it comes with, you know, like grass. So this is just the skulls kit, right? Which the skulls kit I think is the shit. Personally, I think it's pretty fantastic. I've been dicking with the skulls kit for a little while. Let me see. Where's my bros? Come here. Where's my dudes at? Did I drop them? What the hell, bro? Hold on, I'll be right back. There they are. They got caught behind the laptop. I got kids, so you know, kids and whatnot. They do that. Run off with your shit. So, but see, check it out. So, I'm using. Come on, focus. I don't know why it's not focused. Focus. You're supposed to autofocus. Well, what the hell? Anyways, there's pictures up on my Twitter if you want to see them. But I've been using the skulls for Pestigors, right? Because I'm a Nurgle player, and so these are my poxwalkers. I chopped the head off and then used the use these skulls to do stuff, and so I think the skulls are pretty sweet. I am kind of disappointed that that's like the extent of the basing materials, right? Is you got some skulls, and you got some like, I don't know, is that brush? I think some tufts of things. They could probably do a little better than some tufts of stuff. Though one of the cool things that I saw with these is see how many little human skulls there are. You can take them and stack them up, and then you pour like resin on top. And make it look like it's, you know, like a lake of skulls, lake of blood, you know what I mean? With skulls popping up. I think that's pretty cool. You can do it with ooze, that Nurgle rot. You pour the Nurgle rot on top of it, and it looks like they're, you know, like putrescent, evil. I think that's pretty sweet. I think that's pretty awesome. I like that they're doing it in threes, but it's not too much of a deal. I really wish that they had, you know, I wish they were kind of offering these as a deal, but they're really not much of a deal at all. Yeah, I'm really bummed. Like the Imperial Fist one was something in the guide that's really worth taking a look at. I'll have to do some research and let's see. Imperial Fist starter. Shopping. They're not out there yet. They must not be on. They must not be for sale yet. Damn. Yeah. They were in the guide. They were the coolest. Yeah. Is that them? So it was basically that. But it was in a starter kit. And see, these are just regular premieres. Maybe I'm confused. I don't know. I thought they were in there, but releases. Speed Freaks is fucking awesome, by the way. Like, the one thing that I think is hilarious about Speed Freaks, though, is every orc player gets these wicked Speed Freaks roadsters and stuff, and then every time I walk in the shop now, they're like chopping them up and You know, totally like tearing up these amazing models because they don't want it to look like everybody else's models. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. That I'm a huge fan of Speed Freaks. I think that's totally cool. If I was an orc player, I'd be all over that shit. But lots of orcs. But let's see. So much for I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, let's moving right along. You know, we'll just keep it going. I don't know. I'd love to hear from an orc player what they thought of Gazgul Thraka. Is this the new model? They say it's new in release, but I'm kind of. You know what I saw the other day though at the shop, which was pretty interesting, is there was a cat kit bashing a demon prince and an orc, and so it had like a leaner body. You know, I was using the body of the demon prince, and then using it. It was just a lean, tall, wicked mob. I don't know what the knob was gonna do, like where it fits in his army, because I'm not an orc player, but I do think that's rather interesting. I was disappointed at the commanders thing. These are pretty cool. You know, I was pretty impressed. Some of these models look like a lot of fun. Problem is, I'm a Nurgle player, so they didn't give me anything. You know, everybody else got something and just told me to use a noxious Blightbringer or something. I don't know. I haven't even looked at the commanders yet. I gotta finish my kill team. But see, look, that's a badass little model. I want a model like that. So maybe I'm reserving hope that it's it was an accident, right? That they just, you know, they just happened to skip over us. You know, they didn't mean to, but they're totally gonna make it right eventually here. You know, and instead it's they got some pretty nifty ones though. I like this Tau, and I'm not usually a Tau guy, but he looks pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't know about the sword though. It's kind of lying, don't you think? He's he's a liar, pretending he's gonna use that on somebody. But yep. Well, this Pain Boy looks freaking awesome though. Look at that. See, they're making me want to play orcs. They're only, you know, my boy wants to switch out to orcs, and I just got done building him well, I'm not even done building him a Space Marine army because he wanted a Blood Ravens army and a bunch of thieves, filthy thieves. But yeah, he may win out on me with models like this. I mean, they just look wicked. I got to get a Slime Marbo. This guy here, just to have. I don't play IG, but it'd be worth having for the homeboy here. So, but yeah, very nice stuff. Good releases. I've been really pleased with Games Workshop lately. They've been doing really good about releasing some good stuff, which, that reminds me, because I wanted to get into looking at Blackstone Fortress, because what a badass release, right? What are you? There we go. Models, just beast mode, right? That freaking awesome. You know, some of these models, what I like about it too is they're taking the chance to explore some of the obscure parts of 40K, right? The ones that people don't get to play because there's no codexes and stuff like that. So they're actually able to kind of play with them a little bit. So I've been very impressed. I don't even know what this guy is. Like, is he Mechanicus? Is he... I don't know what. He looks like a priest of some kind. I don't know. He's Imperial. There you go. ecclesiarchy of some kind. I don't know. I don't even know who that dude is. I wonder if they have a listing of who's what. Ministorum priest, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. But that's a badass model. Now, the question... I mean, look at that. That's a... that is a badass elf right there. Yeah. Kroots. They're cool. Now, Man of Iron. Man of Iron's fucking, you know, that's pretty impressive. They threw a Man of Iron in there. That got a lot of people excited. I know there were other people that were wanting to get it just because of this dude. Just because it's a, you know, it's kind of one of those unexplored concepts. You know, how bad was it? I mean, it's bad enough to almost wipe out humanity, you know. Looks like he's got some kind of flamethrower. Ooh. Yeah, he's basically a walking tank. Machine gun. Yeah, he's a badass dude right there. I could see how they would almost wipe us out. Yeah, little ratlings. See, they need to bring ratlings back. IG are too vanilla these days. You know what I mean? Like they just kind of got soft killed, like the what are they called? Those little bros. Shit, space dwarves, whatever they are. You know, they just kind of got those. They got overtly freaking killed, right? But the ratlings, they just kind of, you know, they just kind of soft killed the ratlings. So I like that they brought them back. I think that's a fun and interesting concept. See, there's a priest. What's the other guy? He's got to be some kind of Imperial Navigator. Does he have 3 eyes? I don't see a 3rd eye on that, bro. Yes, I do. That's an Imperial Navigator. What do they do? So they're psychers, but do they actually have any kind of attacking ability? That's fun. This bro looks awesome. It's a Vindicator priest, right? Oh, it's a missionary zealot. Yeah, that's a zealot, all right. Yeah. See, that's awesome. That's a great model. Now, this is actually what got me more excited than anything. I have no idea what these little guys are. Come on, bro. It's like little drone robots, right? So those must be part of the fortress itself. But look at, there's beastmen in here. Little, you know, some Dark Mechanicus. Some nice cult guys. Yeah, see, I almost want to pick this up just for my Nurgle army. You know? Do some conversions and stuff. The problem is there's not really much you could use these Dark Mechanicus for. But getting to that topic, right? Why doesn't GW just release a Chaos IG and a Dark Mechanicus Codex? No new models, just the Codex, you know, and let people do the conversion themselves. People do the conversion already. You know, I don't understand why they don't have some of these more obscure codexes. You know, it's kind of like the little short dudes, the dwarves. What are they called? Squats? Squats. Yeah, there's even a codex online for squats. And you take some of the AOS squats, you put them together, and you put your you put your army out there. But GW would make so much more money just off the kit bash, right? Because there'd be maybe not a ton of people, but there'd be people who would kit bash squats over to 40k. There'd be people that would want to kit bash IG, the Chaos IG. There'd be people that would want to kit bash Dark Mechanicus, right? Some of the, and you could even keep the stats relatively similar. I mean, a a Chaos Basilisk doesn't necessarily hit any different than a normal Basilisk, you know, from a lore standpoint. So unless they're consecrating the shells, which would be a cool idea, a consecrated Basilisk shell would be pretty badass. But look at these little dudes. You know, these Chaos Bros are impressive. Are impressive. I you know, I specifically really like these horns on this back guy. Those are pretty sweet. Those are. See if we can zoom in on his horns. Come on, man. Play along. Look at that. Ah. Sorry. Sorry. Hope you don't get motion sickness. Yeah, see that? Those horns are sweet. Yeah, I like those Chaos Bros just for being Chaos Bros. Zoom back out. Zoom back out. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Yeah. That's almost like he's almost got like an Abaddon thing going on with his helmet. Yeah, come on. Oh, I didn't realize they had a close-up of that dude, or I wouldn't have tried to zoom in, because now I'm dealing with zooming in. Okay. Go 360. Go 360. There. Go 360. Okay, never mind. Apparently we can't go 360 anymore. But yeah, see, there's little dude's horns. Little baby horns. Little baby poke horns. I think they're pretty awesome. Yeah. And then, yeah. See, look, Chaos IG. They're pretty freaking sweet. You know, and I do like a trade-off. Like, these guys aren't as shooty, so maybe they're more melee. But you could easily put a codex together for these bros. In fact, I bet if you searched online, there is a codex for these bros. So, you know, hell, there's a kill team right there. You know, there's easily enough for a kill team. All you got to do is release the codex for it. Which technically you could kind of do a Chaos codex, or a Chaos kill team for IG. And all you do is just do cultists, right? But then you wouldn't, you know, at least for kill team, you could just have an army of cultists, which wouldn't be too bad. But, you know, you couldn't run a full army like that because you wouldn't have the artillery and shit. But, you know, look at that. That's sweet. Some of these, the problem with some of these models of these days is I'm not sure I have the skill set to paint them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not sure that I can paint them. You know? Or at least not make them look like butt. Because they would totally look like butt. So... But yeah, wicked. Beastman. So that's something that I'm really interested to see. If they start bringing back some Beastmen, that would be pretty sweet. Put them back into, you can put them into Chaos, but maybe even some IG would be interesting. Someone had told me that they thought Pestigors might be coming back to Age of Sigmar, maybe. Pestigors are interesting because they have a single eye and one horn, which is odd because they, you know, they were a beastmen like these, and then they somehow lost their horns and grew a horn, and you know their eyes merged into a one eye. I don't actually like how Pestigors look. To me they look like what are the demons? The Poxwalker demons, but they're not Poxwalkers. I forget what they're called. But yeah, they look like the demons to me. They don't look like beastmen. You know, I much prefer the beastmen that I could convert it as a Poxwalker. And here's the Dark Mechanicus. Dark Mechanicus are sweet. You know, they only had 2 models, but you know. Essentially 2 models. Maybe there's a few variations there. And those, I think those are Rogue Psychers, Guardsmen, Beast Burgles, Negavolt Cultists. Negavolt Cultists. So I would like to see what Negavolt Cultist actually means. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, and then Rogue Psychers, right? See how they're like floating? I thought that was interesting. They would make sweet sorcerers in an army. It would make a very, very cool sorcerer in an army. So I think those guys are wicked sweet. But I mean, see what I mean though? Like, I don't think I could paint to this level. Like, they're just way good. And those are some kind of ghoul. Urgle, no? Are those Urgles? I guess those are Urgles. Yeah. I don't know shit about Urgles. Not a clue what an Urgle is. I'll have to look them up. They have some lore I don't know anything about. Now see these bros, those are worth looking at. Obsidious Malix. Spindle drones. Yeah, those gotta be spindle drones. I have no idea about spindle drones. Or what that honestly means. So someone was even telling me that you can play this game by yourself. Like, it plays by, like, it functions itself. Which I think is an interesting idea. It's sad as shit if you're playing by yourself, just because, you know, I like to play with other people, but if, you know, if you wanted to just play, that's an interesting idea. You know, I don't know that I've ever encountered a board game where I can just play by myself. I tend to like to play with other people, but I don't know. Good juju. I have been not liking the see these are all right. I would be all right with these sprues. I haven't been liking the initial startup easy builds lately. I got one of those like $7 heroes the other day just to check it out. Not pleased with it. Not pleased with it at all. You can't kitbash that very easily. And here's the thing. So I thought to myself, you know, well, I'll spend the $7, see what I get. You know, I'm not a huge fan of like loot boxes and stuff, but I thought, you know, I'll just get bits, right? I'll get, you know, worst case scenario, if I buy a couple of these and I get the same bro each time, you know, then I just got some bits. You know, I'll just put them in the bits box. But these easy to builds, you know, they're very specific. This piece goes into this piece goes into that piece, this piece does this. So they're kind of hard to kitbash, you know. And actually, the kitbashing that I've been doing lately, that I've been really enjoying, is these guys, Blight Kings. These bros have been fun, and I've been kitbashing them with with Plague Marines and Blight Lord Terminators. These have a lot of really good bits. I like the older ones. I actually ended up getting some of the old Chaos Terminator sprues, so that I could help convert these guys into Terminators, because they don't have the fusion pack on their back. So they needed to get fusion packs for their back so that they could, you know, have some of this. Granted, some of it I also turned into sorcerers, just because they have some of the bits that fit well, like this bro. I turned him into a sorcerer, not with the flail, of course, but you know, that definitely helped out. I don't like the demon heads, to be honest. They those are just sitting around. I'll use those when I kitbash some demons. But yeah, I don't like there's even like a Nurgling head. Like, you can even get a Nurgling to put on, and I don't like it. It's not something I like to see. Look right here. Right, yeah, can you not see my cursor? Chrome. Edit. Capture cursor. Okay. Uh-oh. See, I think I'm being all super smart. Chrome. Capture cursor. Okay. Nice. Can you see my cursor now? Transition, bro. Never mind. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it here, folks, and see what I got. Oh, there's a cursor. So see this guy right here? See that little bro? That's a Nurgling head. I didn't like that. I didn't like my guys looking like demons. I want them to look like, you know, like Blight Kings. So I didn't like that. But a lot of bits, like an insane amount of bits, come in this one. And kind of almost the same as you look at the actual Death Guard box. None of these. None of them. None of them. None of those. Oh, Death Guard. Shit. Plague. Can you spell plague properly? I don't think I can. Okay. Yeah, like these guys, right? So they have a shit ton of bits as well. And they're all, so there's a little bit of green stuff. You got to do a little bit of green stuff conversion to get some of the bodies to go together, especially with between the Blight Kings and the Plague Marines. They don't go together as well. The Blight Lords and the Blight Kings go together like butter. They I'm gonna have to update the description for this because we're off topic. But why is there only? Oh no, where's the Blight Lord Terminators? There you go. And so the problem with the Blight Lord Terminators is, see this cover right here. So they're kind of sitting inside because it's cataphractic armor, right? So they're sitting inside there, and that's a pain. So you kind of have to pull some of the helmets. And the other thing is the Blight Kings come with lots of horns, antlers, and all sorts of stuff. And so they're kind of hard to kitbash there. But basically what I did is I just built bodies and heads, and then adding arms and packs and shoulders and all that kind of stuff really worked out pretty well. And like I said, the bits are pretty nice. But see, it has this little halo here. So that was kind of a pain. I actually had to clip some of that off to fit some of the heads that I wanted to fit in there. And even, like, see, this is the back area. The backpacks are, the fusion packs aren't necessarily even fusion packs anymore. Sometimes it's like a little demon. But yeah, they're, I mean, sweet models, and they fit well with the Blight Kings. I definitely feel like Age of Sigmar has better Death Guard, or better Nurgle stuff. I don't mind the Plague Marines and stuff, or whatever, but like when you start looking at like, and you can use a good chunk of the Age of Sigmar stuff, so that's why I like using Age of Sigmar. Plague Bearers, that's the ones. So Pestigors kind of look like Plague Bearers. They look like these guys. Single eye, single horn. I don't necessarily care, right? I mean, see, it's just not unique and interesting. I like the idea of doing gore, beast gores, This is a bro I'm planning to redo at some point here. I really would like this bro. Look at that. Like I say, some of these, though, I just don't think I have the skill set yet. to actually do them any justice. They're just insanely detailed. So, anyways, so just to kind of give you an idea of what we're doing. Today will be my first stream. Thank you, first person who's watching. I greatly appreciate you. It's probably my wife or someone. But we're at least getting a start. I got my overlays. I got my cool, I got my cool ticker down here, so we can, get people to see who I am and that kind of stuff. And we're gonna be doing other stuff. We'll be talking all sorts of different things. It'll be a Sunday night stream, hopefully far earlier than it is now. It's wicked late, at least where I'm at. So I had some technical difficulties, as you can see, but I'm learning. So we'll start earlier in the evening. I'm open to talking about whatever. It's going to be a while before anybody actually starts watching the stream. So I'm really, a lot of the recording is going to be intended for people to watch later, because there's no chat and there's no one really, there's not a lot of people watching, so there's, no problem though. Everybody's got to start somewhere. I got other plans for other things. So stay tuned. Like I said, we'll see you again next Sunday. I will be streaming Sunday night again. I don't know the time yet, but I'll be putting it out there. And like I said, thanks again for watching, one person. I appreciate you. And look forward to hopefully running into you again. Thank you very much. Have a good one.